In this video, we are going to look at a calf kick defense José Aldo used in his fight against Pedro Munhoz. Over the past few years, the calf kick has become a common sight in MMA, only needing a few well-placed kicks to severely compromise an opponent's leg. The defense that Aldo uses here is simple and effective, yet I haven't seen other fighters implement or even talk about it. Let's have a look at what José does. Rather than use the traditional check of lifting the lead leg and turning the shin into the kick, instead he hinges at the knee, making the kick miss altogether. This is a clever technique and one that I feel is better suited to dealing with calf kicks than the traditional check, which is better used to defend low kicks to the thigh. Let's look at this again slowed down. The traditional check is easier to use when a fighter is in a typical Muay Thai or kickboxer stance, as they stand more square, their feet closer together, and lighter on their lead foot. This makes it easier to pick up the lead leg and check. However, in MMA, wider, more side-on stances are more common, as we see here with Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier. The second fight between these two is one of the best examples of how effective the calf kick can be. You see that McGregor tries to check the kick, but in order to do that from his bladed boxing stance, where he has his weight on his front foot, he needs to first move his weight onto his back foot and then turn his shin into the kick. This is difficult to do in the split second it takes Dustin to throw the kick. Also, because of how side-on he is, he's having to turn his leg out further than his hip allows. So even if he reacts fast enough, he's unable to turn his leg outward enough that Dustin only makes contact with the shin. Let's watch these two kicks again in slow so you can see the difficulty McGregor is having trying to check them. You see he is trying to turn his leg outward, but is unable to do it enough that it stops Dustin making contact with the muscle next to the shin. From this stance, and this is something you can try yourself, it's much easier and quicker for McGregor to use the knee hinge Aldo used against Munhoz. It's only one step, which is hinging the knee, whereas the check requires two steps. First, you need to bring the weight off your lead leg, and secondly, you need to turn it outward, which is a slower process. So for fighters with a boxing, wrestling, or traditional martial arts stance, I feel this is a more effective way to defend the calf kick. But as is the case in combat sports, no defense is perfect, and credit to Munhoz for this adjustment he makes. Here he threw a non-committal kick knowing that Aldo would raise his leg, and throws a straight right while he's standing on one foot. Aldo was just able to turn his head with the strike. Thank you for watching.